Chloe Isabel Zhang is a unique athlete, student and activist who has set up the COVID-19 Hong Kong Fund to unleash the potential in all of us to contribute to a response that requires collective solidarity. But words like solidarity are big words and sometimes overused. So I wanted to learn from Chloe about what that means to a young person in a time of COVID-19. This is a very uplifting story, and I think we all need to feel useful right now.
My name is Chloe Isabella Sang. I'm 17. I'm a junior at Stanford University's online high school. I'm also a competitive tennis player and a human rights advocate.
Chloe, I got this message from a friend of mine about this new COVID-19 Hong Kong Fund that you have set up. How long did it take and what does it mean?
I set this up maybe about a month in the making. A lot of thought had gone into it and obviously into the planning and things like that. And we released it and it went live. And I'm really surprised by how much traffic it's gotten since then. What it means basically is do something for good. And obviously with this particular crisis right now, it's a representation of Hong Kong's youth taking responsibility in being part of Hong Kong's community. I feel like the whole protests and, the whole political situation, it has definitely given the world a rather negative conception of us and, with the media and things like that. There's a lot of things I feel like that people don't necessarily see from being on the ground and being here in Hong Kong. The whole point of this COVID-19 Hong Kong Fund was to change that and to show that that's not all Hong Kong's youth are and that we're a lot more than that.
You use the word
Sure.
community. What does community mean to you?
Community to me means unity. I feel like when you live in the big city, at least in Hong Kong, it's a lot of a kind of a worker city. It's a money city and it's a finance center. And a lot of the times you see these divisions in the classes very, very distinctly. You can see those people in their white collars and their ties going to work every day, but then you can also see the poverty in Hong Kong.
With the global response to COVID-19, what does your fund seek to achieve beyond bringing youth up and lifting them to a place where they can actually be a part of new solutions?
To help those who are vulnerable right now, because a lot of the population in Hong Kong who can't afford masks, or those who are particularly vulnerable, like I said, like the elderly, the blind, the ones that can't afford the masks. Our job, or not our job, but like our purpose is to help them and to donate as much of the resources that we have and can afford to get to help them and give them.
For example, the government is going to be giving every permanent resident of Hong Kong $10,000 to tide them through this period, 10,000 Hong Kong dollars.
The $10,000 that the government is giving out, those who can afford to give them away, we're asking them to consider donating that to those who need it and to give it into the supplies that people would need. We're asking them to consider taking their time and money that they've received to give it back to the people who need it, essentially. We're also asking to get people to take some out of their own savings if they have it. Like I've said, people in Hong Kong, at least those in a certain class that can say so, we're really, really lucky. We're an awareness campaign. We're an awareness fund. We're not asking them to take money out of their pockets and to put it into this particular campaign and fundraiser. We're asking them to, another thing was to fundraise to your chosen charity.
This is what makes your fund so interesting, because it's more of a giving fund. What are some of the other ways that people can give?
Another one of those steps that we've taken and suggested people to do is to do online tutoring. A lot of students are struggling right now, and one of the great ways that you can do that, and if you're able to, have the knowledge to do so, it's very easy to just help those in need in the other sense, in terms of sharing that knowledge. Knowledge is as valuable as money, if not more so. So sharing that is another really great way that, like you said, is one of the things on our action list.
I think it's wonderful that between tennis, school and uncertainty, you've had time to create this site. I'm just going back over to it. You can find it COVID-19HKfund.org, and it headlines with be a hero, get involved no matter what you do. Every small act of kindness you wrote means so much more, especially now.
It's our chance to take control of what we're doing with our particular generation. We're known for a lot of things, but one of them can be to be very active about it. And I think that's one of the things that our generation is getting a lot better at.
The China Current continues its special coverage on the coronavirus outbreak. Go to our social media at The China Current and our website for interviews, videos, and podcasts. I'm James Chow. Thank you.